Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to ShortSalePowerHour.com. My name's Fred Weaver. This is my partner, Kevin Kaufman of Group 4610 Arizona Short Sale Team. And you're watching ShortSalePowerHour.com.
We are not sponsored by Diet Mountain Dew today.
Nope. In fact, we're sponsored by IBM/LBPS, which means we need to talk really fast. We've got lots of files to work on because we really don't have any time to do anything because we just inherited a bunch of files.
From Wilshire Credit. Okay, no. Hey guys, so we've seen an increase not only in questions.
I wonder how many people just turned the camera off right now. Don't you ever wonder that at certain points in our episode, like, what's the percentage drop off right here?
Does YouTube have stats?
That would be amazing stats. You know, we could find out like how many people just leave at a certain point in the film.
Well, when we start talking like that, or maybe they rewound it and played it again.
Yeah.
Because they're like, wait, is there something wrong with YouTube?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyway, the camera's still on.
Okay. So here's something that we want to talk about today because we're getting a lot of questions around IBM, lender processing services, and
can I share the piece of like how it applies to our business, and then you can share the what's going on behind the scenes?
Yeah,
can I do that?
Absolutely. Well, I was going to tie that together, so go ahead.
Cool. So, been working on a lot of files recently, and I say a lot, I'm talking a handful, maybe 3, 4, 5, but it doesn't sound
like 5 more than ever before, though.
But 3, 4, 5 more than ever existed before, and in the last 2 to 4 weeks have been service transferred from one large servicing company over to IBM, or what is also called LBPS, okay? Now, understand, if you're not familiar with the service transfer, all that is the investor, whoever owns the note, chooses who they want to service the loan, and the servicing gets sold over to a different company. So their servicing agreement has expired, or whatever the case may be, terms weren't met in it, I don't know, and they sell it to a different servicer, or I shouldn't say sell it, they give the loan to a different servicer to handle. So you may have owned a house, or you may currently own a house where 1 month this is your lender, and then the next month it gets transferred over to somebody else, so now you're making your payments to somebody else. And we've had files at Citi and Chase, and I think we may have had a B of A, I'm not sure, but for sure those other 2 lenders that have service transferred.
B of A, Aurora.
Yeah. So we're talking big servicers that have now been transferred to what I would consider to be a smaller servicer, meaning one that we haven't had that much experience with.
We may not consider them small for long because, well, this caused us to do a little research.
Yes,
and
it did.
So in doing some of that research, found out, number one, it looked like that Fannie Mae, that IBM or LBPPS, whatever, LBPS, was taking over all Fannie Mae files. So we went back and looked at just the files that we have with them, and they were in fact all Fannie Mae. So
correct. So all the files that we've seen transferred are Fannie Mae owned loans.
Yeah, and I don't know for sure if that's all that they're servicing, but so I went and did a little more research, and Wilshire Credit, we've all heard of, actually it was purchased by IBM late last year, just a little over a year ago. And so we went back and I found this article written by John Pryor on Housing Wire in January of 2010. And I'm just going to go ahead and read this to you, word for word, the first couple sentences. Wilshire Credit Corp, the mortgage servicer bought by IBM in October 2009, is set to receive a substantial servicing portfolio from the mortgage giant Fannie Mae, according to industry sources. Quote, it will be up to tens of billions of dollars of unpaid principal balance, according to one source at a mortgage firm who asked not to be named. IBM's new servicing platform is expected to board the Fannie Mae loans sometimes later this year, 2010, which clearly it's starting to occur. Although the exact timing is unknown, according to sources that spoke with Housing Wire. So we're starting to see the fruition of this happen right now in front of our eyes. Not only have we gotten calls from clients who are going, and prospects who are going, hey, my loan got service transferred. Mm-hmm. Some of the files that we already had listed, some of those listings have now been transferred over IBM.
Yep.
We're starting to see a lot more questions from viewers on Short Sale Power Hour.
About them. Yep.
People on Facebook who you're coming to us and asking us, hey, what do you know about this IBM lender? Yeah, and LBPS, and so we're starting to do a little more research and we're finding out. So I'm curious, number one, for the viewers watching at home, if you have a file that's been service transferred to them, do you know that's a Fannie Mae loan? I'm curious if this truly is all that they're servicing.
So let's point out a few things. Number one, we don't know if all Fannie Mae owned loans are going to be service transferred over here or how many, but the wave is that some at a minimum are going that direction.
Yeah, well, tens of billions is what they're saying here. Who knows if it's really that high though?
IBM or LBPS is what I would consider to be currently, or has been over the last year, a
wow.
smaller loan servicer.
Very smaller.
Sorry for boring you.
Well,
Want
it's
to go
okay.
to sleep
It
off
happens when
camera?
no, it happens when you talk. Don't worry.
Okay, understand. Is there a mute button on this? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, just lay down and go to sleep. I like to talk anyway. So what I would encourage you to do is, honestly, any of the files you have with Fannie Mae, I would start asking the loan servicer you're working with if they know of any upcoming service transfers on your loan. I would just do that because you don't want to be caught by surprise. And then when you do get transferred over to IBM or LBPS, I would encourage you to be prepared, as I would like to say, for some problems. And what I mean by that is you've got a company that has literally been off the map, meaning we weren't talking about them, and now all of a sudden you and I have several files at them.
Well, it's like this. It's like their hole, if we will, is this big, and it's okay when there's
all
only,
these files are going to come
it's
in.
only okay when there's only one thing at a time going through it. But now you multiply that by a couple billion. They're not set up for that. They're going to implode.
Yeah.
I mean, I highly doubt. Call me cynical, but I highly doubt that they are set up, geared up.
Oh, I don't care what lie or what proposal that they pulled out of their rear end and presented to Fannie Mae. No way in heck are they prepared to handle the amount of files they're going to get.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Now,
we're already experiencing that.
Could they and can they and might they improve to get to that place? Yes, but are they going to hit the ground running amazingly? No, not at all. I mean, every lender we've ever seen that increases their portfolio of short sale processing, there is absolute growing pains. I mean, ask B of A, Chase, Wells, GMAC. Ask them how long it took them to experience the growing pains before they built their systems right, okay?
Yeah.
It takes files and it takes the experience behind the scenes to work out the kinks. You don't just work them out before you get all these files.
No.
So anyway, be prepared and be ready to escalate and find as many great contacts at IBM and LBPS as you can. There are some out there on the internet. I have already started doing my research. And might just share a story about online research on tomorrow's episode called Freaky Friday.
We may or may not share that tomorrow.
Not sure if we should.
I'm a little nervous.
Well, come on back and see if we do. Let's wrap it up.
1,
2,
3.
Short Sale Power Hour! Short Sale Power Hour!
Crush it.
Just like how we switched? That was
Yeah.
awesome.